وأرسلنا رياح لواقح فأنزلنا من السماء ماء فأسقيناكموه. And based on that, we sent down from the sky rain to give you water for you to drink. وَمَا أَنْتُمْ لَهُ بِخَازِنِينَ. And you don't have the power to store. This is verse number 22 in Surah Al-Hajj, which is Surah number 15 in our Quran. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that He sent the winds, arih, lawaqih. So the word laqih means to fertilize. And the interesting thing here, as I mentioned, that the object of the sentence is not mentioned. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't say in the verse that the wind fertilized what? It didn't say. So the door was left open for the scientist and the scholar to figure out. So you can look at this almost as a Quranic invitation for us to research and investigate this agent for fertilizer, which the wind plays the role of it. What does it affect? So based on the scientific findings in this field, which is the field of meteorology, scientists found that winds work at two levels. One level, which is close to the surface of our Earth, where the wind sends the pollens to the female structure of the plants to complete the fertilization. And of course, as you know, because plants do not move, the fertilization cannot happen based on direct physical contact between the male and the female structure. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made the wind act as the mediator to facilitate this fertilization process. And pollination carried out by the wind is essential for the plants that do not have any fragrance. So this plant cannot attract the insect to it. And for your information, the wind can carry the pollens of a plant to a distance up to 800 kilometers. So you can imagine from Kedah in Malaysia all the way up to the north, to Johor Bahru all the way down, which is about 800 to 900 kilometers. Around that, don't catch me very much on the exact number. You can imagine that the wind can carry the pollen from all the way up to Malaysia in Kedah, all the way down to Johor Bahru. So this is one level where the fertilization carried out by the wind takes place. Another level, which is the wind actually fertilizes the clouds. How does the wind fertilize the clouds? It fertilizes the clouds by collecting the water vapor in the upper atmosphere and accumulates into layers inside the clouds, such that when the lightning takes place, that triggers the rain, which comes down to us and gives us the water we need. So it is very interesting how the two phenomena actually are related and complementary to each other. Because carrying the pollens starts the cycle of creation, and accumulation and the formation of the clouds also give the sustenance, the risk for the plants to grow. So it is actually very interesting to see how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, at the same time, by the same mechanism, He started the creation, also He gives and determines the risk for that creation to grow up and sustain. So the two processes happen synchronized at the same time. The same time, the pollen reaches the plants in order to be fertilized and start another new plants. At the same time, the water for it comes down for it to give it life and maintain. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَمَا أَنْتُمْ لَهُ بِخَازِنِينَ, meaning that you don't have the power to store. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does very amazing things to us that we don't pay attention to. The water is dispersed in the upper atmosphere as vapors and steam. We don't have any power to collect that water actually, no matter what we do. The artificial way for enticing or crystallizing the clouds to happen is not economic, and it doesn't take place except in a very narrow scale. So economically, it's not practical. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala collects all that water in the upper atmosphere collected in the clouds, and then enable these clouds to come down in the form of rainwater. We don't have the power to do that actually. And not even that, even when we receive that water, we don't have the power to keep it. Actually, it is the composition of the rocks on the landscape of our earth that determines whether this soil will keep the water partially in it, or it will be totally absorbed and go into the inner layers of the earth. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَمَا أَنْتُمْ لَهُ بِخَازِنِينَ. You don't have the power to store. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made wind and made clouds as two means, two sabab for life on this earth to continue and maintain. The same two agents, which is the wind and the clouds, can be used also as means for destruction. I think you all know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala destroyed the people of Nuh by water. When water increased and became excessive, that's when the whole earth was flooded and only the people with Nuh in the ship were released and saved. The same thing, the people of Lut were also killed by excessive water. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَأَمْطَرْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ مَطَرًا فَسَاءَ مَطَرُ الْمُنذَرِينَ. On the other hand, wind can also be destructive. It can be hurricanes, it can be tornadoes, which can destroy on a large scale. And actually the people of Ad were destroyed in that way. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, let me remember the verse. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَأَمَّا عَادٌ فَأُهْلِكُوا بِرِيحٍ صَرْصَرٍ عَاتِيَةٍ. وَأَمَّا عَاد, يعني when it comes to the people of Hud, which are called Ad, فَأُهْلِكُوا بِرِيحٍ صَرْصَرٍ عَاتِيَةٍ سَخَّرَهَا عَلَيْهِمْ 7 لَيَالٍ و8 أيام حُسُومًا فَتَرَى الْقَوْمَ فِيهَا صَرْعَىٰ كَأَنَّهُمْ أَعْجَازُ نَخْلٍ خَاوِيَةٍ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala kept the wind becoming strongly with them for 7 nights and 8 days. And after that, 1 week almost, they were all dead. The same two means, which are wind and the cloud, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used to maintain life, He can also use to destroy and end life when people do not respond to His message. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أفضل الأنبياء والمرسلين. اللهم صل على محمد الكريم وعلى أزواجه أمهات المؤمنين وعلى ذريته وأهل بيته صلاة وسلاما دائمين متلازمين إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. As you know, when we reflect on these scientific facts mentioned by the Quran, the purpose of that is not to do scientific research, but the purpose of that is to be thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We take these things as granted. We always think that it is guaranteed for us that every year Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will send the rain to us, and every year the plants will keep growing. We also take it for granted that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will never send the wind. It will always be nice breeze, we enjoy it and we stay outside to get one temperature of it. But actually it doesn't cross our mind that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can very easily stop all of that. And if this happens, in few days, our life will completely end. You will see that the whole world is in complete chaos. We don't take note of that. Why? Because it happens in a consistent manner. So we don't appreciate the ni'mah from that. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us, when we reflect on this fact, that to be thankful to Him and to be appreciative for how He is to happen for our benefit and to happen for our risk. And of course, you may say this cycle also doesn't help the human only. It also helps the animal, because when life is maintained on earth, both humans and the animal and the insects and all the living creatures actually benefit from that. So what is the difference between us and all other creatures? What type of impact do we leave on earth when we leave this life? Is it positive impact or negative impact? Are we doing good to the surrounding environment? Are we taking good care of the ecological environment around us, or destroying it? These are the questions actually we need to think about it when we think about verses like this verse I just recited. It is very important that our attitude toward that is to be obeying, humble servants to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala summarized our attitude toward this phenomena by saying in Surah Al-A'raf, verse number 96, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولو أن أهل القرى آمنوا واتقوا لفتحنا عليهم بركات من السماء والأرض ولو أن أهل القرى آمنوا واتقوا لفتحنا عليهم بركات من السماء والأرض ولكن كذبوا فأخذناهم بما كانوا يكسبون. If the people of the villages Amen, they believed in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they believed in His signs, like this signs we just recited. وَاتَّقَوْا, and they feared Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they responded positively to His commands. What will happen? لَفَتَحْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ بَرَكَاتٍ مِنَ السَّمَاءِ وَالْأَرْضِ. Allah will open for them blessings coming down from the sky, مِنَ السَّمَاءِ, and from the earth. لَفَتَحْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ بَرَكَاتٍ مِنَ السَّمَاءِ وَالْأَرْضِ. وَلَكِنْ means but, unfortunately, for the majority of them, وَلَكِنْ كَذَّبُوا, they denied. And one form of denial we see in this modern age is the movement of secularism, materialism. We don't see the hands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala behind this phenomenon. We don't see how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how the divine action works behind this phenomenon. We only attribute it to materialistic causes. We say this is happening because such and such a formula. This is happening because physics state this and this. Where does Allah come in the end? We come before this final conclusion and we stop. This is one form of denial to the signs of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which takes place in this modern age. And this is one of the things in our Islamic education we have to fight very strongly, because actually it is one of the most serious obstacles between Muslims and the belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَلَكِنْ كَذَّبُوا, they denied. So what happened? فَأَخَذْنَاهُمْ بِمَا كَانُوا يَكْسِبُونَ, we took them by their wrongdoings. We asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us among those who appreciate His signs and attribute it to Him and be thankful to Him and obedient to Him. اللهم اغفر للمسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات الأحياء منهم والأموات. اللهم اجعلنا شاكرين حامدين مقدرين مننك ونعمك علينا. اللهم اقبلنا وتقبل منا، وأعنا ولا تعن علينا، وارفعنا ولا تضعنا، وأعزنا ولا تذلنا. اللهم علمنا وقربنا منك، اللهم علمنا وفقهنا في دينك، اللهم علمنا وعلمنا من تأويل كتابك يا رب العالمين يا أرحم الراحمين. ارحم المستضعفين من عبادك واقبلنا برحمتك التي وسعت كل شيء. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم وأقم الصلاة.